Hey, what's up everybody? This is Kalan from White Glove Models and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. It's probably been about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe even longer, since I've done a Monday Coffee with Kalan, as well as since I've put out a video. And I do apologize. I've been meaning to kind of give you guys an update a lot sooner than this. It just hasn't come to fruition, and I haven't had a chance to sit down and record anything. So today, I finally had a chance to sit down and talk to you guys about what's going on. And the main thing is everything's okay. I'm still here. It's just most of you know that I had two back-to-back back surgeries in August, and it's a huge recovery from that. They're saying that about a year and a half total time for recovery, which is a long time. And the goal is to get back to 100% so that I can get back to normal life and my job, or jobs at that, because as most of you know, I have my regular day job, but I'm also a volunteer firefighter for the city of Yreka where I live. And so in order to get back to those, I have to really focus on my recovery, and part of that is physical therapy and all that. And basically, since day one after surgery, I was able to get up and walk very minimally. Each day I kind of go a little bit further and further, and eventually without, like now I can finally walk without a walker. And I'm doing about 1.5 miles or so comfortably without a walker, and it's just this very slow process. And also in that is now I've been doing physical therapy, which I do every single day, and that's just to make my body stronger, because it's been a long time where it's been dormant and things have atrophied, and I need to work on building my core back up and things like that, and getting stronger so that I can go back to the life I used to have, which some doctors say that that's never going to happen. But my primary surgeon says he thinks it's possible eventually down the road. So with that being said, I don't have a lot of time to work on to work on models and doing the video part of it. The video portion of modeling, for those of you that don't know, for those of you that create content on the internet and on YouTube, the video part of it does take a lot of time, especially if you're editing videos and doing things like that. And it takes a lot to set up for different shots and things like that as well. And so that's very time consuming, on top of, maybe the 2 or 3 hours that you have of building your actual model kits and things like that. My doctors have all told me, my physical therapist and, my wife and everybody else around me, close friends, that my main job and goal right now is physical therapy and healing. And I kind of had lost track of that for a while, which sent me backwards a little bit. And so now my main focus is that. So I'm going to be not as focused to posting things on Facebook or on Instagram, as well as onto my Twitter account and different things like that. Discord, and Hobby Link International on the forum. I will try to spend a little bit of time each week on at least on Hobby Link International on the forums, and keeping caught up with people's builds and seeing what other people are working on and what they've been doing. But I'm not going to be posting hardly anything at all. I may, because basically what the plan is to give myself maybe a couple hours a day or throughout the week to work on different things. And my main focus is going to be editing the thousands of hours of video I have taking up the hard drive space on my computer of already built stuff that or backlogs of video that I have, and putting that out to you guys. So maybe like once a month you might see something drop onto the channel. But I really won't be coming back and really hitting things hard and focusing on putting out all of the content like I was before, as well as doing live streams. I won't be able to do that for probably 6 months or so, maybe sooner. It just depends on how things go, and we'll kind of play things by ear, and I'll kind of keep you guys updated as best as I can. But I just want you to know I'm not going anywhere. I'm just kind of having to step back and take care of me and focus on my recovery. So I appreciate everybody's time and all of those that have been so supportive of the channel. For those of you that are patron members, I totally understand if you want to step back from your Patreon support at this time, just because I'm not going to be able to focus on giving you any real good content. So I do understand that, and Buy Me a Coffee members as well. As far as the FDNY ladder truck, that's on hold at the moment for obvious reasons, for the same reasons. I will tinker with it here and there and do some work on it. And I will show that eventually. It just might not be right away or anytime soon. Because there's a lot of electrical stuff that has to go into tinkering with that to make it better. Stuff like that it's going to just take some time on my part. And I can't sit and do 8 or 9 hours or more at a time at this particular time, because I need to focus on getting out and going on my walks to try to get 2 walks in a day, focus on doing my physical therapy throughout the day, and also just I can't just sit for that length of time anymore. And a lot of times when I'm working on a model, like I'll spend 8 hours just trucking through it. And I can't. I need to get up and move around every like 30 minutes or so. And if I'm focused on building something or modeling or doing or editing or something like that, I'm not paying attention to my body's needs when it comes to recuperating from my surgeries. But thank you so much, everybody, and I appreciate all the new people that are coming to the channel. We're almost at 500 subscribers. I'm going to keep an eye on that, and once we do hit the 500 sub mark, I am going to be picking the winner for the tumbler, or the mug, the Eleanor Gone in 60 Seconds Eleanor coffee mug. And then that person will just do the random draw on that, and then you guys will see that when it happens. So we're almost there. I think we're about 100 away. So at the time of making this video. So anyways, thank you for everybody that has been a part of this channel and helped me along the way. I appreciate Kenny over at Hobby Link International for all of his support and everything that he's done. So over the last few months, I have obviously still been around and watching what everybody else is doing in the community. The one build that I did do was at the end of the year, the Hobby Link International end of the year speed build, which is basically just a group build to kind of challenge yourself and see what you can do. And seeing how I hadn't finished anything other than the Land Rover last year, I thought, what a great challenge to try to build something and complete it in just 6 days or so. So I ended up building the Batman, the Bandai Batman, which some of you might have seen on the Facebook. I also think I did a small reveal on the channel. And I will be doing a full build video of that. It's just going to take me some time to put that together and get it out to you guys. That will probably be the next video on the channel, hopefully before the end of the month. So during this speed build, Joe over at Mad Genius Productions had decided to challenge himself by building the 1/48 ICM. This is the I-16 Type 28. I was skeptical about this model myself, as I think he was, and wasn't really sure how things were going to turn out for him. He actually managed to blow it out of the water, did a beautiful job of it. And for Joe to recommend a kit and say you should buy it is pretty impressive, and you should probably listen to him. He's building the Revell 1/48 SR71 and wants to throw it in the dumpster. A lot of you might understand why. There are, it's a kit that takes a lot of patience, and but anyways, Joe had recommended the kit, and I thought, okay, you know what, I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm not really into Soviet aircraft, but it looks like a cool kit, and it would be a fun build down the road. So I went ahead and ordered it. I ordered a couple other aircraft. For those of you that don't know me too well, the P400 and the P39 is one of my favorite aircrafts. The Yreka. It's a beautiful aircraft for some reason. It's one of those that really strikes my interest. And so Ben over at Ben Builds had done the 1/48, I think it was a 1/48 P39Q, and I already have the P400 Era Cutie, which I will be building at some point. I just want to kind of get all the extras for that particular kit. And also, since I went with the weekend edition of the P39Q, there's a lot of extras that you can get with it, and you can end up spending way too much money on extras for it. But I wanted to do it justice, so at some point on the channel we'll be bringing that one along. There was another one I purchased as well, but I'll save that for another day, because I'm very excited about that one as well. So, and I just had to get it when I ordered my Type 28. Another kit that I did get in, and I purchased it from a HobbyLink International community member over on the community in the for sale section. He was selling a couple of different kits, and I saw the Grissom. I've been wanting the Grissom for quite a while since it came out, and the price was right, and I just went ahead and ordered it. And very glad that I did, because I have all of the lighting. I have the lighting boards from HobbyLink International, and then when he sold me this kit, he actually had another board for it from HobbyLink International. So I will be lighting this one and doing all that. Just a quick note too, for those of you that don't know, Kenny over at HobbyLink International has kind of out of commission for the moment. He had to his father passed away, unfortunately, and really suddenly. And so Kenny, bless his heart, has moved his mom from Florida into his house with him. And so he had to make room in his hobby space for his mom to move all of his mom's stuff in there, so they can kind of get reorganized and do all that. And so while Kenny's doing that, he's going to be around, but he's just not going to be putting out content at the moment. He will be back way before me, thankfully, hopefully just a month or two, and then Kenny will be back putting out some great content and doing live streams again. And definitely look forward to seeing what's going to happen down the road coming forward with HobbyLink International. If you're not a member of the community, you can head over to hobbylinkinternational.com, and there's a community option on their website, and you can click on that, and you can go to the forums, and you can actually become a member of that community. And it's a great community. There's all kinds of interesting builds that are posted daily. You know, we have a lot of different members that post on a daily basis on their builds and things like that, and all different kinds of builds. You have sci-fi, you have aircraft, you have ships, planes, you name it, military, armor, all kinds of stuff, and a great community to be a part of. I always run ideas off of them sometimes, or thoughts, thinking about getting into 3D printing. There's some really amazing people that do 3D printing in the community, and you can always ask questions if you're new to it, and they are more than happy to help you out. And then not only that, but there's also the store over at HobbyLink International, and I just recently picked up some stencils for doing aircraft and things, which kind of really hard to see, but I'm going to be using these when I work on some of these aircraft to just try to give me a better look on some of the builds, because I'm not really good when it comes to airbrushing, of doing the really fine stuff like Duke Models does. He does amazing work, and he's been airbrushing for, you know, for probably decades, and I'm very new to it. And I see all kinds of modelers out there like Ben Builds, where, I mean, just amazing work that he does with his airbrushing, and bringing out the different shadows and things like that on his build. So someday I will strive to be that good, but it's going to take some time, and I am getting a lot better with airbrushing. This has been a journey, and a lot of you guys have truly helped me grow, especially when it comes to airbrushing. I have grown a lot more, and I've taken advice and tips from a lot of you in the community. So things are improving, and I'm really actually starting to enjoy airbrushing a lot more than I did when I first started. So anyhow, enough waffling again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you in the community take care, and in this time that I'm taking to heal, I hope that you stick with me. And I will keep you posted here and there as things slowly get better and I'm able to post more and more. But in the meantime, get some bench time, build something, and I'll see you guys in the next one.